enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rocking K with home savings up to $25,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Rush into Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun this holiday season for the $100,000 Holiday Gold Rush. Now to December 28th, Club Soul members can strike it rich. Drawings are Fridays and Sundays at 6, 7, and 8 p.m. Win up to $1,000 in free play when you match 2 prize cards. And every 100 slot or table points earned gets you another shot at the gold. Rush in today, only at Casino del Sol. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or RoyalKia.com.
Bear down, Wildcat Nation. Our Window Depot coverage of U of A basketball continues. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day, a full wrap-up of today's Wildcats contest. Top takeaways, reaction from the players and head coach Tommy Lloyd, plus your thoughts on what you saw. The postgame show is brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived. This is your home for Arizona basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Delhi, he'll drive left. Stop on the wing, looking inside. Bounce it to Awaka, posted up on Compton, into the lane. Lay it up and good. Oh, just a strong move by Tobe Awaka for his first points of the night. And Arizona up by 8.
Arizona Wildcats do it again. They win in a neutral environment, 68-45 over San Diego State. 11-0 now on the season. Arizona heading home for a quick turnaround game against Bethune-Cookman. Don't forget, they took Auburn to overtime before falling earlier this year. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Top takeaways on this one. You heard the highlight at the top. Tobe Awaka scoring 2 of his 9 points in the game. We've, throughout the years of basketball, watched players take over the game scoring the ball. I think this might be the first time I've seen a game where a guy took over the game rebounding the basketball like Tobe Awaka did tonight. An absolutely dominant second half performance. How many of these did he have in the second half? He had a grand total of 10 of those 15 rebounds that he finished with in the second half of the game. Just absolutely owning not owning it, manning the glass, like grown manning the glass, like what we talked about all week long about him being potentially the strongest in terms of strength Wildcat ever. That was on full display for the nation tonight on ESPN2 that watched that basketball game, and the way that he absolutely just pummeled San Diego State in the second half of that game to give his team opportunity after opportunity at the offensive end. The Wildcats finished with 14 second chance points in this game. Just, I kind of go back to we used to do this thing on TV here when I was at Fox 11. It was the hit of the week. the hit of the week. So every game, I would find the best hit by an Arizona Wildcats football player, and that was hit of the week. And then you might remember Will Parks had that hit against the wide receiver from Oregon State. And basically, I retired hit of the week after that because I was like, there's never going to be anything better than that hit. Never. So we might as well just retire. I just retired that award after that hit by Will Parks because there was never going to be anything better than that. I don't know that there's ever going to be a rebounding performance better than what we saw tonight from Toby Awaka. That's my top takeaway. 520-848-1290. Guys, we'll start with Kelvin Ifan. Kelvin, your thoughts on what you saw tonight?
First you got to shout out San Diego State, man. I mean, they came in to battle. They came in to fight. They came in with a game plan of, try to slow U of A down, force them to shoot the three, force them to shoot from the perimeter, stack the inside. So you got to give them credit for executing their game plan. Second, I mean, U of A, man, you got to find a way, man. It's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be pretty. Sometimes you got to scratch and claw to be able to figure out how to get a win. Some teams make it ugly, muck it up. To make the game tough to see if you don't mind winning ugly. So, yeah, I just think it was just one of those games where everybody just had to just knuckle up and just fight all the way to the end. So 68-45, it is what it is. Awaka, dominant. I mean, as you said, man, 10 rebounds in the second half. Guys dream of having 10 rebounds in one game. So 10 in the second half. I mean, sharing minutes with two other guys and battling his own teammates for rebounds to be able to get that many is just ridiculous.
I mean, my first takeaway is what's the threshold for fans to get their money back? Because 32% for both teams combined, guys. 37 out of 115. 115 field goals attempted, 37 makes. As Kelvin just laid it out there, I mean, in 40 years of watching and college basketball being the only sport I'm truly passionate about, I've learned one thing, Kelvin. It's not always going to be pretty. And in those games where your offense just isn't flowing, where things are just good shots and good looks at the rim are hard to come by, you just got to find a way. And obviously, huge credit to San Diego State and the game plan they had coming in. Arizona's defense and rebounding shut the door in the second half. Super dominant. I think San Diego State had 13 points with about 3 minutes left in the game. 13 points in the second half. With about 3 minutes left. So, on to the next one. It's definitely a lot of good film for the coaching staff to look through. My first early takeaway was sloppy. There's a lot of poor turnovers in that first little 10-minute stretch. San Diego State offensive rebounds on their first 2 field goal attempts, but Arizona, figured it out, found a way down the stretch, and just dominant defense on the second half. Not sure what Coach Dutcher, I'm sure we'll talk about it, was thinking in the second half, because all of their offense in the first half was going at the rim, and in the second half, it was a lot of jump shots. They didn't get in the bonus for the entire second half, so that helped Arizona, honestly, in that second half with their defense. Wins a win, 11-0. Really, really looking forward to seeing what San Diego State does for the rest of the season, because that's a team with 10, 11 guys in the rotation that's going to have periods of games that look really cohesive and others where they don't, because it's so hard to get all those guys on the same page. It's going to be a good San Diego State team. I guarantee that's an NCAA tournament team by the end of the year. 68-45. Least amount of points Arizona scored in the season, least amount of points they've given up. So,
yeah, I think I said 60. I didn't think they'd get to. I didn't think they'd get above 60. I certainly did not think that Arizona would hold them to 45.
No.
In this game for sure. Boisterous crowd, but surprising. Only 10,567 was the announced number tonight. It seemed like there was more than that there. I'll have to go back and see what the crowd was last year, but I thought it didn't seem like there was that few of people in the building.
Okay, well, let's just figure out. So the NFL decides they want to play games on Fridays. The college football playoff decides they're going to start their games halfway through December.
True.
I wonder why. I mean, there's other, this is the war for eyeballs that's going on right now in sports. All the sports this time of year are trying to scramble to get everybody to watch their stuff. I'm sure if the college football playoff wasn't going on and there weren't NFL games going on today, there might have been more butts in the seats there. But, as far as I was concerned, I heard a lot of U of A chants, and that's what really matters. Big contingency of Arizona fans made the trip up there, and that's always good.
Well, that was actually more than there was last year for the UCLA game. UCLA game last year was only 8,437. I'd have thought there was more than that there last year for that particular ball game. So There you go. All right, 68-45, the final score. Arizona wins it. We'll have much more coming up for you. We'll get into our top takeaways. We'll get into our keys to the game, what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to win the game tonight. We'll see who beat the book tonight. We'll hand out our Window Depot Glass Cleaner of the Game award. I mean, Krivas and Awaka keep fighting for this, and Jaden Bradley's grabbing a bunch of rebounds as a guard. I mean, there's a lot of different choices as well, but I think y'all know where my choice is going. I've never seen a performance like that. I've never seen a guy take over a game rebounding the basketball like I saw from Toby Awaka tonight. Want to hear what you thought. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage is just getting started. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by Advantage Air Mechanical, Cactus Auto Company, Casino del Sol, Done Right Services, Drain Masters, First Chiropractic, Idaho Central Credit Union, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Royal GMC, Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, The Window Depot, Bear Down Roofing, Dorado Rock, Essential Pest Control, Goodfellas AC, Hughes Federal Credit Union, Factory Direct Mattress, Johnson Manley Company, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Our Black Friday week of savings has been extended into December. Right now, every set of tires is on sale, and you can stack on manufacturer's rebates for even more savings, up to $180 more. We've also got popular maintenance services at up to 50% off to get you road trip ready for all your holiday travel. Jack Furrier's 14 area locations are ready to help. So call, stop by, or visit us online at jackfurriers.com. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. 6 model homes are now open to tour at Del Webb at Rockin' K. Here, life is about more than just beautiful homes. It's about the experiences waiting outside your front door at this new 55-plus active adult neighborhood. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by Nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Rush into Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun this holiday season for the $100,000 Holiday Gold Rush. Now to December 28th, Club Soul members can strike it rich. Drawings are Fridays and Sundays at 6, 7, and 8 p.m. Win up to $1,000 in free play when you match 2 prize cards, and every 100 slot or table points earned gets you another shot at the gold. Rush in today, only at Casino del Sol. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put member success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Looking for quality windows without the wait? Come to the Window Depot. We carry a huge selection of Milgard windows, in stock now and ready for pickup. Need something custom? No problem. From new construction to full home replacement, we'll help you order the perfect Milgard windows built to fit your space, style, and budget. Whether you're a homeowner or contractor, the Window Depot makes it easy to get the windows you need fast. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you and see why we're your Milgard window experts.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair. Season's greetings from Pixrox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. The end of the year is near, but you do not need to fear. We can help you keep your budget in the clear. Now until the end of December, there are still federal tax credits, TEP rebates, and manufacturer rebates on select HVAC systems and tankless water heaters. Call 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at PictureRocksCooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
JT Auto, where customers are family. Trust your vehicle to JT Auto professional and reliable automotive repair and maintenance services. JT Auto is conveniently located off Fort Lowell and Country Club. Open Monday through Friday. JT Auto is a full-service auto shop with satisfaction guaranteed, offering you the best in tires and wheels, auto repair, oil changes, computer diagnostics, suspension and brake service, and heating and AC. Bring your car to JT Auto, where customers are family. 623-7066. That's 623-7066.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or RoyalKia.com.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
From offices and warehouses to retail spaces and restaurants, the right lighting transforms your environment. At Arizona Commercial Lighting, we've been proudly locally owned and operated for nearly 40 years. Our extensive inventory of in-stock lighting solutions is designed to meet both commercial and residential needs, with quality, variety, and value you won't find anywhere else. Visit us at 1436 East 17th Street or explore our offerings online at azcommerciallighting.com. Be sure to ask about available TEP rebates. Arizona Commercial Lighting, powering business through precision lighting.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez with Meridian Wealth Management. As a boutique fiduciary investment firm, our clients have trusted us to guide them down their financial paths for decades. Whether you are an individual or family, business, foundation, or nonprofit, we are committed to your long-term goals and financial futures. We are proud supporters of the Tucson community and all that makes our city so special. Visit online at meridianwealthllc.com to learn more about Meridian today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain, Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
Archinkov, back to Aristo. Over for Del Orso, shot clock at 12. Pounded defensively by Dixon Waters. Deep three, straight away, got it! The first Lexus of Tucson Charity three. Anthony Del Orso drains it. Cats take the lead. Timeout, Aztecs. 30.6 to go in the first half.
That was near the end of the first half when somebody finally made a three-point basket. The Wildcats, I think they started the game 0 for 7, at least from three. It was like the shooting in the first half was just awful. Did you hear? I don't know if you did you hear just like the sound, that thud sound when the ball was hitting the rim tonight at Mortgage Marketplace of Arena or whatever they want to call it? It just sounded. It just every time that ball went up, it just was like.
Yeah, NBA's got to have mics up there so that they, so that when Book has, hit a clean shot.
I mean, it was just a sound that was reticent of what we were seeing in terms of these two teams shooting the basketball.
What surprised me a couple times was when the ball did go through the rim, Kelvin, the net was new and it wasn't pinched enough. So that net was holding the ball in, almost restricting any kind of fast breaking. That's you can't be having that. You got to have a neutral net going on where it's not restricting the ball from going through.
So if the net was tight, the rim was tight.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like this, it usually go hand in hand, and if the rim tight, when it hits, it don't give any give. You don't get the touch, as we call it. It just hit and clank off. So that probably had a lot to do with it too, So yeah, that's tough right there because both teams shot terribly from the 3-point line. Yeah, San Diego State didn't have a chance. 1 for 14. No way they had a chance winning this game without being able to make some shots.
And they came in shooting 41% from three.
Cats were 1 for 10 in the first, so I think that Del Orso their first make, DK, was with about 2 minutes left in the first half. I think that was their last three. So I think 0 for 9 prior to that.
Yeah, I mean it was ugly for sure. But and then he made 2 in the second half, so he finished 3 for 8 from 3 to Anthony Del Orso. But what I liked about the 2 that he made in the second half was the movement to get that open space just to the left of the elbow. Both times on those threes, it just shows a high IQ of spacing, I think, for a shooter to find the right spot on the floor to get an open look.
You want to talk high IQ? The pass from Dwayne Aristode that led to the first 3 that he made led him. That's leading receiver, Kelvin. I mean, he threw it to a spot knowing Del Orso was going to be there for a catch and shoot long before, while he was screened out with 2 defenders in between him. So there's no way he could have seen that. But just knowing the motion of the players and knowing where Del Orso was going to after he got the ball at the elbow and had the defense pitch in on him. So credit to Dwayne Aristode for setting up that first 3 of the second half.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's start off with our guy, Doug in Tucson. You're on Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day.
Hey, guys. Yeah, shout out to all the fans that did go to the game. I have to hang my head in shame. I was lazy, and I did not go up for the game. But those who were there seemed like it was a great crowd, really good crowd. I heard a few San Diego State fans in the building, but we kind of quieted them down after halftime. But, I mean, I'm right there with you. We've got to give them a lot of credit for that first half effort. We're the number 1 team in America, and with 1:49 left in the first half, we had 20 points. And they were just mucking everything up for us in the half court. They were just disrupting passing lanes, and it seemed like they really knew our playbook pretty well. And credit to Dutcher and his staff. But second, I mean that last minute 49 of the first half, it actually wasn't a flurry of shooting. It was getting to the line, and that's one thing that there are a lot of different ways to win a basketball game. And so the fact that we've got Bradley and Yvonne and other guys and Krivas, Pete, other guys that can just get themselves to basically the whole top 7 that can get themselves to the line and just keep you, inching away at that deficit or chipping away at that deficit was great. And that's how we got back in the game. And if you really look at it, I just got to shout out Yvonne and Deli and also Krivas for that middle part of the game where things still felt pretty tenuous. I mean, Awaka was obviously the monster as once we had a little breathing room, and then he just kept it going from there. But it was Yvonne that really got us started toward the end of the first half and carried over to the second half, and Deli as well, finally getting some shots going.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I was thinking, man, watching San Diego State, I say, man, Houston, I think they went and stole Houston's game plan of doubling down hard on the post and forcing the ball back outside. And I was thinking, like, man, that Houston game is going to be tough because they could score the ball a lot better than what San Diego State was doing.
Yeah, it felt like the Sweet 16 game against Houston, where Tubelis couldn't do anything, and the whole roster was just struggling there. But yeah, I feel like we've learned from that. Tommy's definitely learned from that, and he's brought in guys with muscle and toughness. Not that we didn't have tough guys on that roster, but this is a little different. When you've got, our front court, our 2, biggest guys combining for 29 or so, 28 rebounds tonight. So I know Awaka is obviously, like I said, he's going to get all the attention for his monster rebounds, but Krivas, he really kept us in it. I mean, this could have gotten out of control in the first half. He was definitely making an impact defensively and on the boards. So that's a big weapon for us to have. The 2 of them combined is that's a force. That's totally a force. I just love that. And and Bradley, he's just the same old steady Bradley, and just always being in attack mode when you need him to. And again, he wasn't just he wasn't hitting all the shots, but getting himself to the line. And I just love to see that we can beat teams in so many different ways. That's really encouraging.
I mean, you got to love that fact. I mean, that's the big part of it. It's like this was a different type of game than they had experienced. But again, second half, they come out and I've labeled it second half as the Cats' half. They seem to just, whatever the adjustment is to be made, they're making it. And granted, they did make some, again, we go back to, they made shots in the second half. They made some shots in the second half, which was important. I mean, 3 straight threes basically took San Diego State out of this ball game, and they just didn't. I thought if they'd made a few more shots in the second half, they'd have had a decent lead going in at the break. But they fell in the second half, and then everything else, like you said, with the defense happened after that to keep San Diego State in check.
Right. So I wanted to ask Kelvin, what are you seeing with Koa Pete's fouling, and why? What does he have to do to keep himself on the court, because he's been getting into a lot of foul trouble?
Well, number one thing that I see is that early in the season, he made a big name for himself. And so when you make a big name for yourself, man, you get on the radar. I mean, everybody's watching you play, and they're looking for you because, I watched Toby Awaka play, and trust me, I think he's far more physical than what, Koa Pete. But I just think he's just a freshman, and he's still learning, what he can get away with. I think he's on the perimeter a little bit more, so he's guarding quicker guys sometimes. But I just think that overall, just being a young guy and just having to learn, when you can stick your hand in there and when you can't.
Mm-hmm. Right on. But, you guys definitely talked about it during the week, J-Dub, just the ticket availability and the specials. Tommy talked about it in his presser during the week. I mean, $13 tickets to watch the number one team in the country. We should have fans putting those in stockings like left and right. So, I hope to see a good crowd out there Monday night, even though, it should be hopefully an easy win. But, there's a lot of people in this community that never go to U of A basketball games because they think it's so expensive. Maybe they think it's only for the elite or something like that. But you can walk right up. I mean, this is not, like you said, there's a lot of things out there competing for people's eyeballs these days in sports. So
and
you
can
walk right up and get a ticket.
And the missed part of Tommy's commentary there is, as you know, and I know, and Kelvin knows, and DK knows, is all of the people this time of year who have family in town and just decide not to go to the game. Give those tickets to somebody who wants to go to the game. I mean, a lot of these wintertime McHale games where you see big swaths of crowd and you're like, wait a second, they're the number one ranked team in the country. How come they haven't sold out, McHale? How come there aren't butts in every single seat? Well, Doug, as you well know, a lot of these games coincide with some older fans who have family in town, especially the later tips, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. on Mondays, not too late. But if that was an 8:30 p.m. tip, there's a lot of people who will stay home in the foothills with their family, drinking eggnog and whatnot. Give those tickets to somebody in the community who could and doesn't have the opportunity or doesn't have $13 to go pay a ticket. So if you do have season tickets, make sure somebody who cares about Arizona basketball is in your seats for those games over the holiday that you can't make it to.
Great point. Yeah, I did hear Tommy talk about that. For those who have the means, just if you can't go, gift them. Absolutely. I wonder if it's more difficult for some people now that most tickets are digital, where some people may have a technology barrier and don't really know how to transfer their tickets. I wonder if the U of A needs to sort of educate people and make that easier, because, or just have like a give back program. They have the tickets for vets with football. Right. And I wonder if they should do something similar with U of A basketball. And it's so goofy to even talk about this with Arizona men's basketball, to have to worry about filling seats. But it's really nothing new. I mean, throughout the decades, these holiday games, the students are gone, and you have maybe some less attractive opponents. You're going to have some empty seats. It's just natural. Yeah. But I think, maybe the school can facilitate that gifting to make it a little bit easier.
48 hours before tip, you can say, hey, I'm not going to this game. And then McHale Ticket Office has the tickets back. And there's a long list of, people who don't have the means to be able to go to games who they can give those tickets to. They've already been paid for, right? So if you don't have people in your immediate family that can go, there has to be a system to give those back to the general population. You're not going to go and sit in those seats. You don't know anybody in the community who can take your tickets from you. You got them on your phone. You don't know how to transfer them. It doesn't matter what the reason is. If there's enough, advanced warning, 48 hours prior to tip, I can't go. Please give these to somebody who can. Like, simple as that.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, especially if you can get the youth out there, because then those kids grow up to being, loyal U of A fans. And when they've got higher paying jobs, they're going to be able to afford tickets to, to be regulars. And, as other people age out of being season ticket holders, you need the new people to come in and replace them. So, but even if we have 12,000, 13,000 on Monday, it's fine. But I just like seeing Mikhail Patch because the team deserves it. So that's all I got.
You know what I like?
Again.
I like seeing old guys in the band.
That's
That's my favorite part of holidays is when the students aren't there and all the
like
alumni for the
band.
band come out.
The
And you get to
alumni
see a
band.
lot of
There you go.
50 and 60-year-olds reliving their college days by playing in the band. That's my favorite part.
Well,
David, tell Chris Brown to bring
He's
his
got to
trumpet
bring his
down.
trumpet. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about there. Yeah, and you'll see it at homecoming too. You'll see the homecoming band come out on the field with the current band and the cheer squad and so on. You'll see some 60-year-olds twirlers and stuff, and that's pretty cool that they're still part of the family. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun to be there on Monday no matter what, and also on the 29th. And then the Kansas State game is also part of the holiday package or holiday discounts, and that's a Big 12 home game.
Absolutely.
So if nothing else, people need to get out for that one.
There you go. Doug, appreciate it, brother.
Talk to you guys soon. Have a great holiday if I don't
You
talk to you before
too.
then.
Happy holidays to you as well. 68-45, Arizona Wildcats beat San Diego State up in Phoenix at the Mortgage Marketplace Center, and we'll have much more coming up for you. We'll give you our Window Depot Glass Cleaner of the game when we come back. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Our Black Friday week of savings has been extended into December. Right now, every set of tires is on sale, and you can stack on manufacturer's rebates for even more savings, up to $180 more. We've also got popular maintenance services at up to 50% off to get you road trip ready for all your holiday travel. Jack Furrier's 14 area locations are ready to help. So call, stop by, or visit us online at jackfurriers.com. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Always trust the big guy. Mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair at coolwillies.com. Cool Willie's is proud to be a partner of the University of Arizona Wildcats basketball radio broadcast. Two powerful teams working hard for you to get the job done right every day. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Remember to mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair. CoolWillies.com.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Every day is a balancing act with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put member success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Discover your perfect vehicle at Cactus Auto, Tucson's trusted destination for certified pre-owned cars for over 30 years. They offer a wide range of certified pre-owned vehicles featuring the brands and models you love. Their finance experts are here to provide you with top dollar trade-in offers and help you find the best financing options, regardless of your credit history. With approved credit, enjoy no payments for up to 90 days. Trust Cactus Auto for quality, affordable pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, all backed by incredible savings and a 7-day exchange guarantee. Visit cactusauto.com.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Looking for quality windows without the wait? Come to the Window Depot. We carry a huge selection of Milgard windows, in stock now and ready for pickup. Need something custom? No problem. From new construction to full home replacement, we'll help you order the perfect Milgard windows built to fit your space, style, and budget. Whether you're a homeowner or contractor, the Window Depot makes it easy to get the windows you need fast. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you and see why we're your Milgard window experts.
We are the rush, the pulse, the thrill you didn't see coming. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol. Now to December 28th, Club Soul members can strike it rich. Rush in for the $100,000 holiday gold rush. Join Club Soul today and get $20 free play. That's right, your first play is on us. Play, earn, and unlock exclusive rewards. We are Club Soul, only at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
If you could rewind 10 years, what would you do differently? Buy Apple stock at $20? Skip the Ghost Pepper Challenge? Maybe even rethink the skinny jeans. Nate here, owner of Blue Sky Pest Control. Some regrets are harmless, termite damage isn't. You can't go back in time, but you can keep termites from eating your future. Call Blue Sky Pest Control today for your free termite inspection. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, pests.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or royalkia.com.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit kaisergarage.com to learn more.
Broadway in Tucson presents the 20th anniversary season featuring 7 Tucson premieres, including Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Hell's Kitchen, Moulin Rouge, The Wiz, Back to the Future, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and more. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2025-2026 season tickets today.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
They're back out. It goes Bradley. Shot clock at 2. Jaden jumper in the lane is good.
Yeah, heady play there by the senior guard. Knowing time and score, realizing the shot clock was coming down, was able to knock down a jumper.
Jaden Bradley, 11 points tonight, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 11 points. 2 of 8 from the field, 7 of 9 from the line, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal in 36 minutes. Exactly. That's the, that's the.
Back-to-back 7 rebound games, Kelvin. How's that make you feel?
Man, for a guard, I always say you got to have at least 4. So 7 is almost double that for 3 offensive rebounds. So that showed that big guard in there rebounding on offense instead of getting back on defense, balancing the defense. So, no, man, he just brings a lot of intangibles. 36 minutes tonight. He's been playing around 28, so getting 36, they trying to make sure he's in shape and ready to go for some of these Big 12 games.
Time now for our Window Depot Glass Cleaner of the Game. And I told you all at the top of the show, I'm giving it to Toby Awaka. One of the best rebounding performances by a single Wildcat that I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I can't challenge that much. Crevis definitely had a good game as well down there, being big, blocking shots, covering the rim, but this is the rebounder competition.
Yeah, same. I think Krivas was huge in the paint, especially in that late stretch of the first half. But I think Tobey's rebounding in the second half was the big difference there. So it's got to be Tobey.
Toby Waka is your Window Depot glass cleaner of the game. Window Depot, lowest prices, biggest inventory. Shop thewindowdepot.com. 68-45, Arizona, number one in the country, beats San Diego State. More still to come. We'll hear from the players and the head coach. You heard some of that at the end of the broadcast. We'll give you the full version coming up a little bit later, as well as find out if anybody beat the book tonight. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day continues. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' Cay. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rockin' Cay, with home savings up to $25,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. LiveRockingCay.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Every year, I make it a habit to reflect on the many blessings in my life. This is Natalie Fernandez from Meridian Wealth Management, and we want to take a moment to thank our clients and the Tucson community for the trust you continue to place in us with your financial futures each and every day. As the year nears its end, all of us at Meridian would like to wish you and your families a very happy holiday season with your loved ones. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to all, and cheers to peace, health, and wealth in 2026.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Well, boss, how's the sleigh?
Oh, it's amazing. Like it just flew off the showroom floor. Sparkling clean, no chimney dust, and I've never seen his nose so bright.
Recon Auto Detailing.
Recon gift cards to all, and to all a clean ride.
Give Recon Auto Detailing gift cards, and Arizona's premier auto detailing company will come do a basic cleaning or a jaw-dropping full detail, including a ceramic finish for anyone on your list. Get your Recon Auto Detailing gift cards now online at recondetail.com.
We are the Rush, the Pulse, the Rush, the Pulse, the thrill you didn't see coming. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol, where Tucson's best just got better. Join Club Soul today and get $20 free play. That's right, your first play is on us. Play, earn, and unlock exclusive rewards that take your experience to the next level. More thrills, more perks, more of what makes Casino del Sol unforgettable. We are Club Soul, only at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
Hi guys, I'm back. What's new?
Tucson Appliance Scratch and Dent Studio.
All the Scratch and Dent merchandise has its own new studio.
There were so many Scratch and Dent discounted items. Now they have a place of their own.
I love it. A whole Scratch and Dent studio right next to Tucson Appliance. They don't look like Scratch and Dent,
but it shows in the low prices.
Tucson Appliance Scratch and Dent Studio. Proud local supporters of the Southern Arizona Heartball. Only at Tucson Appliance, where you are a priority.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Looking for quality windows without the wait? Come to the Window Depot. We carry a huge selection of Milgard windows, in stock now and ready for pickup. Need something custom? No problem. From new construction to full home replacement, we'll help you order the perfect Milgard windows built to fit your space, style, and budget. Whether you're a homeowner or contractor, the Window Depot makes it easy to get the windows you need fast. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you and see why we're your Milgard window experts.
Family outgrowing your car? Hughes Federal Credit Union can help you get the car you want and the rate you need. Hughes is one of the only financial institutions in the country that doesn't switch loan rates based on a qualified buyer's credit score. That means you get our one-rate guarantee regardless of your credit score. We promise. When it's time for your next new or used car, Hughes is here to take you further. Check out our low rates on hughesfcu.org/auto and apply today. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
The holidays are here, and so are the Red Tag savings on new Chevrolets at O'Reilly Chevrolet. We've got Red Tag inventory and pricing on the latest Silverado, Equinox, and Traverse models, and yes, we have inventory. Get Red Tag O'Reilly pricing on brand new Chevys and unwrap great holiday deals and unbeatable pricing all season long. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or shop 24/7 at O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
The cold Arizona nights are here. Is your furnace ready? For just $59, Rightway is offering a complete system tune-up, ensuring your furnace runs efficiently to keep your home comfortable all season long. Routine maintenance is key to avoiding costly breakdowns. And with over 11,000 five-star Google reviews, you can trust Rightway to get the job done right. Plus, we'll include a free carbon monoxide test for your peace of mind. Call Rightway today at 520-640-2665 or visit us at rightwayac.com for your $59 complete system tune-up.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain, Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
Out a screen, kick it back to Burries, look at the deep three. Nothing there, works his way to the free throw line. Jumper in the lane, banked home, and he's fouled. That'll get Burries to the line.
Really nice play there by the young guard. Struggling a little bit from the outside, able to get into the paint there, takes his time in the contact to get himself going.
68-45, number one Arizona over San Diego State in Phoenix tonight. Wildcats 11-0 on the season, coming home to take on Bethune-Cookman at 7 o'clock at McHale Center on Monday night. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. One of the notes that I wrote down during the game, Braden Burries knows how to use the glass. Pretty effective in doing that, yeah.
2 in a row.
Yep.
That was the first, and that's one thing we haven't talked about. When the offense, Kelvin, was really struggling, Braden Burries had those two nice. The first was the and one off the glass, and the second time, a lot of young players maybe don't think it's, quote, cool, Kelvin, to shoot off the backboard straight in a straight shot. But Burries clearly understands that it's softer. And when you got hard rims and nets that might be a little bit too tight, going off the glass and giving it even more chance to rattle itself in is probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, I did. When he shot it, I was like, he did 2 of them. I said, did he try to do both of those? Or was that luck? Or I couldn't really tell, but it worked. And that's the biggest thing. And he was being aggressive trying to get into the paint. And, and when threes aren't falling, that's what you're looking for your guys to do.
1 of 6 he was from 3 in the ball game. He finished 4 of 12 overall from the field, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Did not turn it over tonight. Had a steal in 25 minutes. Did Braden Burries as the Wildcats win it 68-45. Arizona really, again, kind of got down in this game in the first half. In fact, our guy Fred Scheib checks in on the text groove, and he asks, has there been a game this season where Arizona wasn't behind in the first half, where they actually had a big lead at halftime and lost most of it in the second half? I'm trying to remember. I I don't really remember any games this year where, any of the tough games. I mean, obviously, they've had huge leads in some of these games against the lesser competition, but UConn, I think they were down early into the second half of that game. Same with obviously Auburn, they were down. Alabama was even for the most part. UCLA, they were pretty much down most of the first half of that game and kind of pulled away in the second half. Same for the Florida contest. Yeah, I don't think there has been any of the big games where they had a sizable lead in the first half.
First game, Arizona was up 4 over Florida. Then they were up by 3 versus UCLA, and then they were up by 2 on the road versus Connecticut. Then they were up by a good margin versus Auburn. They had an 8-point lead there at half and 2-point lead versus Alabama. So what the real takeaway, Kelvin, from that is halftime adjustments, a little bit of extra pep in your step, whatever that is in the second half. Especially, it's not even to me the second half. It's the first 5-8 minutes of that second half. They've really come out with a renewed purpose, and that's what you got to have in some of these tighter games is just impose your will, and that's what this Arizona team is built to do.
And I totally agree with you right there, because what happens is you underestimate, and I think people underestimate the other team, man. The other team coming in with a game plan, and usually when they start to get tired is when they start showing those cracks in their armor. And I think that's where U of A starts to take over and take control, because they are set. I mean, with the size and, we play how we play. Whereas I think some of the other teams are changing how they play and in their defensive systems, trying to stop the U of A. And I just think after U of A figures it out, and just keep wearing on them, it wears the other team down.
And to your point, I mean, San Diego State came into this game with 3 losses. There's not another ranked team for the rest of their schedule ever, the entire year.
There's no ranked teams.
There's not a single current ranked team left on their schedule for the rest of the season. Wow. So they've obviously already played a few ranked teams. They played Michigan. Baylor may be ranked at some point. But as far as the purpose that other teams, Kelvin, bring into a game versus Arizona, that's a game that could define their entire season. You get a win against a team like Arizona, especially this year, top 1 ranked team, but other years it's top 10, top 15 ranked team. A team like San Diego State might not have a lot of, huge wins potential. They got Whittier, Boise State, Fresno State, Wyoming. They have some good teams on their schedule, but not gangbuster, top 25 teams on the schedule right now. So this is their net ranking win if they could have gotten it.
Some of the guys we thought could be problems in this game for the Arizona Wildcats, the guys that we put on our pest list, Reese Dixon Waters. Well, first of all, how about the fact that the Wildcats had 5 players in double figures? San Diego State did not have a single player in double figures in this game. Reese Dixon Waters led the way. He had 8 points, but he was only 2 of 10 from the field in the ball game. Miles Bird, the guy I thought potentially finished just 2 of 7. Didn't really do much in any of the other stat categories. And you had Magoon Guath, I believe, J-Dub, and he went just 1 for 6 and finished with 3 points and just 2 rebounds.
And the guy we highlighted in the pregame that we really didn't, none of us had him as our pest was B.J. Davis, right?
Yeah,
he was the one who really struggled.
1 for 12.
Yeah.
He's when I go back to the thud, it was a lot of those shots were his that he was putting up that were just like, clank. Yeah, it just was not happening, unfortunately, for B.J. Davis in this ball game. Wildcats again ended up dominating on the boards. It was pretty even through most of the first half, but 52-28 was the final count on the glass for the Arizona Wildcats as they win this game handily, 68-45 over San Diego State. This was the 33rd meeting. Arizona is now 26-7 all time against the Aztecs on the basketball court.
How about this stat that they only got 17 bench points? The number 2 bench point scoring team in the nation, and Arizona outscores them from the bench.
23-17 was the final count there as well for Arizona. 68-45, your final.
One more quick stat. Kevin, who is the great tech guy who's in charge of all the sound for ASE, Arizona Sports Enterprises. Kevin Curran,
Yeah.
He texted me and he said 5th straight 20-point win is the first time they've done that in 16 years. So that's something to mention as well.
There you go. That's pretty impressive for this ball club. 23-point victory. Well, since we're on that, let's find out who beat the book tonight. in this one.
Cats beat the spread? It's time to find out how we bet the book and if we beat the book. Bet the Book is sponsored by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
All right, Arizona in this game was a 14.5-point favorite. Everybody liked that tonight. Everybody took the Wildcats and laid that 14.5 points, so that is a winning ticket. The over-under on this one was 153.5. It came in, obviously, at 113, way under that. I was not comfortable with that number, and so I took the under on that. Kelvin and J-Dub took the over. So 2 winning tickets for DK tonight, a split for Kelvin and J-Dub. Kelvin and I are now even on the season at 13-9. J-Dub is on the other side of that at 11 or 12-10, 1 game behind. So that's what happened. There were winners tonight, beating the book at Casino del Sol.
Bet the Book is sponsored by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
520-848-1290 is the number for you to get in on the program. Want to hear your thoughts if you were at the game, coming back from the game. Let us know what you saw, how it felt inside the building. Arizona fans got loud when they needed to. Again, 10,000 folks down there tonight. Stanford won the first game, beat Colorado. We'll have all your scores coming up for you a little bit later.
Can you give one score, at least just the one score that we need to talk about?
The ones, and that would be...
That would be Duke lost, guys.
Duke, yes, they did lose.
And
to
they lost
Texas
to a
Tech.
Big 12 team.
They did do that by 1 point tonight.
Any night that Duke loses is a good night, Kelvin.
There you go. There you go. Much more coming up. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. After this, you're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
There's never a good time for plumbing issues.
No.
Honey, my parents are here.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. With Drain Masters in Tucson, not only do you get local, professional, full-service plumbing with 24/7 scheduled or emergency service, you get a lifetime transferable warranty on all house water repiping. So this...
They brought my aunts and uncles, too.
...is gonna be fine. Drain Masters, we do it all. And now offering financing. Solid service, fair price, guaranteed. DrainMastersTucson.com.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
First Chiropractic is pleased to announce that Access Health Plans now cover chiropractic care. A referral by your PCP is required. For more information, go to firstchiro.com, the most trusted name in chiropractic care. A proud U of A radio sponsor.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down, turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Tohono O'odham Nation.
Looking for top-notch lumber and framing? Johnson Manley Lumber has been your trusted expert since 1970, specializing in both residential and commercial projects. Our experienced teams, cutting-edge technology, and reliable supply chain ensure your framing is on time and on budget every time. We're proud to be employee-owned and community-rooted in Tucson. Learn more at johnsonmanley.net. Proud supporter of the University of Arizona radio broadcast. Go Wildcats.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Well, it's that time of year. You dress the kids up for the holiday parties, and they hate it. You dress everybody up for the annual holiday card picture, and, well, everybody hates that. You even dress the turkey, And we're pretty sure he's not happy about that. This year, dress up your yard in time for the holidays. Call Dorado Rock and Materials, and we promise there will be no complaints. Make your yard beautiful and worry-free with their personal service and convenient delivery times. Dorado Rock and Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Why do I spend so much time educating our youth about financial wellness? I have seen the fire ignite inside of young adults when I show them how the power of compound investing can change their futures. This is Natalie Fernandez at Meridian Wealth Management, and I'm committed to affecting change with our youth. An idea for all of you listening today, gift a Roth IRA contribution for the holidays or birthdays for your kids and grandkids. Contact our office at 520-719-1433 for guidance and details. The change begins with us.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Hold on. That wasn't Santa's sleigh. That was a Blazer EV flying off the lot at the Red Tag event at O'Reilly Chevrolet. We've got Red Tag pricing on the latest electric Chevys, and yes, we have the inventory. Get Red Tag O'Reilly pricing and supercharge your holidays with shockingly great deals that'll make your old gas tank jealous. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or shop 24/7 at O'Reilly.com. EVs at O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Wildcat fans, where do you go when the final buzzer sounds? You don't head home. You head to Roadhouse Cinemas and Roadies, Tucson's home court for great food, craft beer, and nonstop fun. At Roadies, you can bowl, throw an axe, play arcade games, or grab a burger while the next game plays on the massive screens. Then, catch the newest movies right next door at Roadhouse Cinemas with luxury recliners and full in-seat dining. Game days, movie nights, anytime. Make it a win at Roadhouse Cinemas and Roadies on the corner of Grant and Swan.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free checking account that earns dividends with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
When it comes to the comfort and indoor air quality of your home and office, Advantage Air Mechanical has you covered. Breathing healthy air and having reliable air conditioning is important. If you or someone you know is in need of air conditioning services or a new system installation, we are here to help. Advantage Air Mechanical, 792-9400, AZROC 214570.
Bear down, Wildcat Nation. Our Window Depot coverage of U of A basketball continues. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day, a full wrap-up of today's Wildcats contest. Top takeaways, reaction from the players and head coach Tommy Lloyd, plus your thoughts on what you saw. The postgame show is brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived. This is your home for Arizona basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Burries will bounce it to Pete. Posted up right of the lane, 5 to shoot. Out top, Burries, open look at the 3, high off the back of the rim. Awaka, another rebound. Awaka slams it home with authority.
Tobey Awaka has been excellent this second half on the boards, able to finish with a big two-hand slam.
Brian Jeffries, Reggie Geary on the call tonight in Phoenix as the Wildcats get a 68-45 win. Tobey Awaka played 22 minutes in the game, 9 points, 15 rebounds. So I believe that is at least the second 15 rebound game that he has had so far this season. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I don't know too many guys that have had multiple 15, at least recently, that have had multiple 15 rebound games. Let me just go to the stat sheet here and check it. He has had, this is the 4th game this season. He has had 15 rebounds or more. 15 against San Diego State, 15 against Alabama, 16 against Denver, 18 against Utah Tech. So, wow, 117 on the season.
And usually, J-Dub, you know this. Usually when a guy's getting that many rebounds, there's not another guy or two that even getting rebounds. Crevis is getting boards.
Mm-hmm.
Every night, Crevis is the one guy for sure. A little disappointed in Cole Pete's output as far as, being able to go in there and scratch at some of those rebounds away from these guys. But it's a whole group out there that's getting 3 or 4 rebounds apiece. So it's not like he's just, out there by himself collecting every rebound. So that's what's even more impressive, that he's doing it with Crevis on the floor.
Yeah, I think the whole unit as a whole. And if you talk about, maybe you might want to see guys like, Karchenkov get in there a little bit more. Obviously, Jaden Bradley was 7 the last 2 games. Cole Pete is the guy you've been asking all year, and a lot of fans, honestly, Kelvin, But again, when you've got both your starting center and your backup or your power forward, whatever you want to call Tobe, who are dominant, Moteus Crevis, Tobe Awaka, 2 dominant. You could put Moteus Crevis in that same category. I mean, he's had quite a few big rebound games as well this year, and it just seems so difficult for any front line when they turn the water off. That's why it was so disappointing how the game started.
Yeah.
Is that San Diego State rebounded their first 2 misses, and I was like, uh-oh, here we go. If San Diego State starts hitting threes, gets a bunch of their own offensive rebounds, that's trouble. And it was really Big Mo in that first half. Tobe in the second half shut the door, and San Diego State didn't have any answers for that.
Krivas this season has 3 games over with 13 or more rebounds. He had 13 tonight. He had 14 against Alabama. So both those guys have dominated the last 2 Saturdays on the glass. And Krivas had 14 against UConn. So all his big rebound games have come against top flight competition.
And,
so far this season.
And I'll add to that about Crevis rebounds. You think about it, those are not chase down rebounds.
Right.
Those are high point rebounds.
He's standing with 2 feet on the ground.
Yeah, he get it at the highest peak, man. So to get that many rebounds in the paint, that means that he's taking all those. He's in anything that goes in there. You might as well start running back on defense if that ball pops straight up around when Crevis is right
While we're
there.
talking Crevis, I love the 2 blocks were not standard Crevis blocks. Yeah, we've seen him block shots when he's got a guy who's got his back to him and he's doing a couple of dribbles and trying to go hook. We've seen him block those shots. But both those blocks he had in the first half was coming off and stopping penetration from a dribbler from the perimeter. And Kelvin, that's not exactly easy for a man that size to move his feet and have the agility to get over, especially that second block was super impressive.
Yeah, the way he backpedaled and walled up and then got it up, got it at the high point. He's the same way he did the rebound, and he had 2 hands up on it as well. So he was getting that one.
And you guys talk about Karchenkov, but it seems like as we go on into this season, he is more and more becoming a perimeter player. So how many rebounds is he going to get because he's really not playing much around the basket?
It's really tough, okay, because what you're asking him to do is 2 things. Number one, if you secure the defensive rebound, Tobe Awaka gets the board, Mo Crevis gets the board, he's got to be there for an outlet because he's one of those wings, and also he's a scoring threat. So if you got the outlet to JB or the outlet to Braden Burries, then Karchenkov might be on the other side, and that's how you get easy buckets and secondary 3-pointers because Karchenkov has proven that he could knock down those shots if you get Kelvin, the JB putting pressure on the rim, 2 defenders go to him, Karchenkov. So he's being asked to do both. Against a heavy 3-point shooting team, you want a guy like Ivan Karchenkov at the 3 to spend a little bit of time, Kelvin, looking for those defensive rebounds before he turns and sprints up the court. However, you also need him in the role of filling the wing. So it's kind of pick your poison, but I think he's been doing a very good job. It's just because of his physicality and because of his size, he's that guy that you would think from the wing guys, he and Aristo, both big dudes, you would hope those guys can get a lot of those loose rebounds that are further away from the basket that Tobe and Mo don't have come down to them in the paint.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number for you if you'd like to get in on this conversation here, talking about your Arizona Wildcats and their win tonight over the San Diego State Aztecs. U of A coming back home now to play Bethune-Cookman at McHale Center. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier about the tickets. I literally got that text notification right after the game on the tickets. I had it, and I got to try to see if I can find it and pull it up. But basically, it's 3 games. And let's not kid ourselves. These are $13 tickets. You're not going to be sitting on the floor. So that's not what this is. But there's $13 tickets available for upper level seats, and it's for the next 3 games against obviously Bethune-Cookman coming up Monday. Then you got South Dakota State the following Monday, and then as Doug mentioned when we had him on the air, Kansas State, which will be the first conference home game. And that's on January 7th because the students will still be out at that particular point of the schedule. I had that text, and I don't have it anymore, so I don't know what happened to it. But if you download the Arizona Wildcats, they have an app that's basically like an athletics department app. If you download that app, you'll get these texts and this information. They literally send the text out after every single game, and basically the text says, "Cats win." And then you can click on it, and sometimes there's video and post-game stuff. But today it was definitely about the tickets, the $13 tickets that Tommy Lloyd was talking about. And we'll replay that for you coming up here a little bit later in case you missed what he had. This was at the end of his last press conference after they beat Abilene Christian earlier in the week. What he said in terms of, the availability for tickets to come and see the Wildcats play at McHale Center. All right, we'll get another break in here. We'll come back. We'll review our keys to the game. Scoreboard still to come. 68-45. Wildcats knock off San Diego State. This is Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the post-game show. Kelvin Ifan, JW Madden. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage rolls on. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by ABC Heating and Cooling, Arizona Commercial Lighting, Blue Sky Pest Control, Broadway and Tucson's 20th anniversary season, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, First Choice Pools, Goldberg and Osborne, The Injury Lawyers, Gospel Rescue Mission, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Shamrock Heating and Cooling, Showtime Sports Cards, Tucson Appliance Company, JT Auto, Lexus of Tucson, Mr. Rooter, Recon Auto Detail, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Rocking K, a master planned community designed by nature, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Our Black Friday week of savings has been extended into December. Right now, every set of tires is on sale, and you can stack on manufacturer's rebates for even more savings, up to $180 more. We've also got popular maintenance services at up to 50% off to get you road trip ready for all your holiday travel. Jack Furrier's 14 area locations are ready to help. So call, stop by, or visit us online at jackfurriers.com. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
I grew up in a broken home, and I remember being homeless and being pregnant in Tucson. I remember being scared, and I went to Gospel Rescue Mission at Christmas time. And that was when everything changed. The gospel did more than just keep me sober. I started finding myself. Hi, I'm Christina, and I've been clean and sober for almost 6 years.
Go to grmtucson.com to give today.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here. Did you spend money on your AC this summer? My friends at Right Way will give you back up to $3,000 for those repairs.
That's right. No matter who did the repair, we'll buy it back for up to $3,000 towards the purchase of a new heating and air system.
No repair bills this year? No worries. Get 0% interest up to 60 months. 25C tax credits. $3,000 trade-in for your old AC. Plus 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Have an aging heating and air system out of warranty? We'll inspect it absolutely free. Call Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today. 520-201-8220.
Wildcat fans, why wait for a great night's sleep? At Factory Direct Mattress of Tucson, you get comfort for life and deals you can't get anywhere else. Shop top-rated brands like the award-winning Puffy, Lisa, and our FDM lineup, all at Factory Direct Savings. No gimmick, no pressure, just comfort that helps you wake up feeling like a champion. Find us at 3936 West Ina Road or at fdmtucson.com. That's fdmtucson.com. Easy to find, easy to save. Stop by today, sleep better tonight, and get ready for Arizona's next victory.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down, turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Tohono O'odham Nation.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or royalkia.com.
Hi, I'm Jordan Benjamin with Done Right Services. When your home or business needs HVAC, plumbing services, or electrical work, trust a true local Tucson company, Done Right Services. We pride ourselves on delivering top-notch service, fair pricing, and expert craftsmanship. The job isn't finished unless it's done right. Weekend emergency? No problem. Just give us a call. We're here when you need us. You deserve the best, and Done Right Services delivers. Call us today for a free estimate at 520-369-3966.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
For over 30 years, Tucson has been putting its trust in First Chiropractic for auto and on-the-job injuries. They're locally owned and a proud sponsor of the U of A radio broadcasts. So if you've been injured, make the right choice first.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit kaisergarage.com to learn more.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Did you know collecting sports cards is one of the fastest growing hobbies around? Whether you're looking to start or expand your collection, Showtime Cards is your ultimate destination. As one of the leading card shops in the country, they've been serving our community for over 25 years with the best in sports cards and trading card games. From rare finds to the latest releases, Showtime Cards has it all. Check them out at ShowtimeCards.com or visit them today at 5801 East Speedway. And discover why collectors everywhere trust Showtime Cards for their passion.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain, Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
Rebound, Jaden Bradley. Maybe the three ball should just not be used tonight. Lead pass down to Koa Pete. Slam it home.
Beautiful find there by Jaden Bradley to a shrieking Koa Pete, and that's what Arizona needs to do. Get rebounds, get stops, and ignite that transition game.
Wildcats back in front 30-29. Dixon Waters for three, rattles in and out good. Pete the rebound. Outlet it goes Karchinkov. Yvonne racing to the other lane, lay it up and good.
Back-to-back fast break points there. Koa Pete, excellent job getting out to Karchinkov on the break. Karchinkov able to finish on the left-hand side.
Yeah, and that to me, that was the most impressive part of that. I mean, Karchinkov going down the court, right-hand dribble, puts it in his left hand to finish. And I've said it before, I'm so impressed with the way he finishes in transition.
You know how you learn how to do that, David Kelly? You get your shot blocked by a whole bunch of guys who are much older and much bigger than you for many, many years. You learn how to finish. That was super impressive, as you said, because he was going full speed and had the ability to get a little bit of touch up there off the glass because you need a touch to make a finish like that around the shot block attempt. So, yeah, super impressed, as always, with Ivan Karchenkov in the open court.
The pass, the previous play, the pass by Bradley, I thought there were two. He had 3 assists. 2 of them came in that little sector there. He had the pass to Koa there for the dunk, and then he had a really nice baseline pass that he made to Karchenkov. I think he made it was a little bit after. It was the next possession after Karchenkov had the layup. They came back down, and he made a nice baseline pass, Bradley did, to a cutting Karchenkov for a layup. So I just thought, Jaden's ability to see the floor and to see things there, I thought was really on display as the Wildcats started to find some offense, some semblance of offense there in that second half that allowed them to pull away and win it by a score of 68-45. Let's find out what we thought they needed to do to win this game last night.
How did our keys to the game go for your Wildcats? Our keys to the game are brought to you by Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive Group, the dealership that is different.
All right, keys to the game. I believe we started with Kelvin. Okay, maybe I went first. All right, I'm going to go back to one of the things I talked about, my pest of the game, Miles Bird. I think it's going to be important to hold him down tonight. You don't want him to get going. You know what you're going to get out of some of those other guys. I always say if you get that third guy, if that third guy can get going scoring-wise, that's when you get in trouble in a lot of these games, and I think Miles Bird could be that third scorer for San Diego State. So keep him under 10 points tonight. And also, this is a team that shoots the ball well from distance. They're kind of like U of A. They don't necessarily take a lot of threes, but they can make them. They're shooting over 40% this season from behind the 3-point mark, and that's one of the highest in the country, according to Ken Palm. So don't allow this team to get going from deep. It is going to be important. I think if you can hold them like last week. What did I think I said last week? If you could, they were 38. Hold them under 35. If you could hold them over 35% shooting from 3, Arizona's going to be in a very good place. And I think if Arizona does the other things offensively that they do, dominate on the boards, get yourself some easy second chance points in this ball game, putbacks like we've seen, they're going to have a good chance to cover that 14.5 point spread and win tonight.
7% is less than 35%.
way less than 35%. It was a good night for sure. And Mr. Bird did not do much, as we mentioned. 2 for 7, missed all 3 of his threes tonight.
K-Rock went next.
I think we really have to lock in on D today. They play 10 guys. All the guys are can play one-on-one with the ball. So we're going to have to lock in on defense, make sure we don't give up, any easy baskets, make sure the rotations are all there. They also have to be stronger with the basketball. He cannot have 6 turnovers, bottom line. You cut those down to half, and already we don't look as bad as far as the turnovers in that last game. So Dell also has to take care of the ball today. I'm going to be looking for that. And I want to see us start a little faster. It's one thing to respect some of these teams. It's one thing to not be totally locked in because of who they are. But San Diego State is a real team, and I want to see us locked in from the start, coming out swinging.
Delhi only 1 turnover, only 11 overall for the team.
I think the last bit you said right there, though, Kelvin, about getting quick starts, that was the most disappointing thing is I just kind of felt like they were a little bit in quicksand. Like they really weren't moving as fluidly as we've seen them in those first 5-10 minutes. Credit San Diego State and their defensive game plan, and a quick start would have made that first half completely different.
And I heard Murph say in the second half, which was brilliant. He said instead of moving the ball side to side is what they normally like to do. They like to go side to side to make sure you get the defense working before they start attacking you. He said they started going straight down the middle with the play, and they was running different set plays to kind of get going, and that's, and I love Coach Lloyd, the way he take care of business, the way he let his guys just play through it, but I would have probably tried to run some of those sets in the first half to help get us going. But he trusts these guys, man. I mean, he's one of the, when you're a coach, that's the biggest thing too.
You said that a lot last year.
What's that?
That there's times he needs to run sets.
Yeah.
To
I can say it
things
this
going.
year because it's been just working beautifully.
Yeah.
But when you start getting toward these teams that's willing to double and have guys playing in that midline, you have to set them up like dominoes, man, and put them in positions as far as when you're running these plays to get them where you want them so you can get your guys getting shots where they want their shots at, which is what they did a little bit of in the second half. But Coach Lloyd really trusts what they do. And I've heard him say it over and over again, and I've watched him play, and I see that. So he's going to give his thing a chance to work before he switched to something else. So usually that's why it's the second half adjustment, because he's like that old football coach. He's running up the middle early. He's going to keep running it, and then they'll come with some play actions off of that as the game keep going.
J-Dubs, keys.
Yeah, for me, guys, if you look at the last game out against Air Force, they struggled in the first half, but 27 assists on 31 made field goals is the big number that stands out. So my first key is you got to muck that up, make sure that the passing lanes are a little bit clogged, make sure they're not getting free and open looks, put a body on drivers through the lane. So I'd like to see less than 20 assists, more than 15 turnovers that the Wildcats forced tonight. As per the usual, dominate inside-out game. Points in the paint, I'd like to see 40, maybe even 50 tonight. And plus 10 on the boards. Plus 10 on the boards, 40, 50 points in the paint will get it done. And number 3, like you said, DK, this is the second best three-point percentage shooting team in the country, 125th in attempts per game. So they're not a high-volume team, but like we just said, drive, kick, saw that from UConn. So keep them under 35% tonight, and that'll get it done. Those are my keys versus the 7% is less than 35%.
Yes. And you mentioned it at the top, and it was one of the things I'd written down as well, was they were doing a really good job of driving to the basket in the first half of the game and getting into the lane and getting to the paint. And I thought that was they had an advantage there early.
The weirdest part about it was, like, they didn't get in the bonus, right? I mean, in the bonus, like, Arizona only had 6 total fouls, guys, in the second half. 6 fouls. And in that first half, San Diego State had that 8-point lead in large part due to going right at the rim. Got a couple of shots blocked, Kelvin. I don't know about what you saw, but after Coach Dutcher got that technical, it just seemed like they really settled way too much for perimeter shots. And I think San Diego State would have been a lot more effective in that second half if they had forced the issue and tried to draw some fouls, tried to get right at the rim. Again, got to credit Arizona's defense. I'm not saying it was all decisions based on Coach Dutcher, but I definitely think they could have done more damage if they'd made a concerted effort to get right at the rim.
All right, that's what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to beat San Diego State.
Those were today's keys to the game. They're brought to you by Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive Group, the dealership that is different.
68-45, the final. Arizona in a defensive or maybe non-offensive battle knocks off San Diego State. Kelvin, some final thoughts from you.
Again, man, these games are, tough. It's D1 basketball. Of course, you would want to win every game by 30, scored 90. I predicted that they would score 90 again today. But the reality of it is, man, these other teams are coming, man. You're number one. They're coming. They're going to come with every game plan. They're going to switch up who they're doubling. I mean, they're going to leave some guys open. So you're just going to have to figure out how to win some of these games, and they're all not going to be pretty. I was looking, and we were saying before, like, man, it's going to be a long time before they actually could lose. No, Utah. When you got to go to Salt Lake City. I mean, so once you get in the conference, man, whatever happened in pre-conference in the non-conference doesn't matter anymore. Right, and now all these guys are going to be gunning for you. So yeah, man, it's going to make for some great basketball, and we're going to get a chance to see what these guys are about, because already being a good team, people are coming for you because you ran at Arizona on your chest. But number one next to your name, I mean, people are going to be coming out having the games of their lives. So it's going to be some compelling basketball to watch. It's going to be got a little sleep in the game today. Got a little sleep in that second. Trust me. But at the end of the day, as long as they figure out a way to win, man, it's what it's about.
All right, Kelvin, we'll be right back at it on Monday.
Yes, sir. Bear down, guys.
There we go. 68-45, the final score. Arizona knocks off the San Diego State Aztecs. We'll get our final timeout. We'll come back. We'll hear from Tommy, and I think we had Koa and Tobey, and it looks like Dwayne at the podium tonight. We'll hear from them and get you your scoreboard and wrap it up after this on Wildcats Radio 1290.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
Season's greetings from Pixrox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. The end of the year is near, but you do not need to fear. We can help you keep your budget in the clear. Now until the end of December, there are still federal tax credits, TEP rebates, and manufacturer rebates on select HVAC systems and tankless water heaters. Call 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at PictureRoxCooling.com.
Picturerox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
The holidays are here, and so are the Red Tag savings on new Chevrolets at O'Reilly Chevrolet. We've got Red Tag inventory and pricing on the latest Silverado, Equinox, and Traverse models, and yes, we have inventory. Get Red Tag O'Reilly pricing on brand new Chevys and unwrap great holiday deals and unbeatable pricing all season long. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or shop 24/7 at O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez at Meridian Wealth Management, and one of the hardest things I witness is when someone passes and they hadn't updated their beneficiaries properly beforehand. We all experience change in our lives, marriage, divorce, kids, and we work very hard for what we have. Leaving your legacy exactly the way you desire is important. This is your reminder to review all of your beneficiary designations today and at least annually. Seek guidance if you need it. Call our office at 520-719-1433 for more information.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
The cold Arizona nights are here. Is your furnace ready? For just $59, Rightway is offering a complete system tune-up, ensuring your furnace runs efficiently to keep your home comfortable all season long. Routine maintenance is key to avoiding costly breakdowns. And with over 11,000 five-star Google reviews, you can trust Rightway to get the job done right. Plus, we'll include a free carbon monoxide test for your peace of mind. Call Rightway today at 520-640-2665 or visit us at rightwayac.com for your $59 complete system tune-up.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down, turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Donna Ogden Nation.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rockin' K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 18 model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in ready homes and special incentives. LiveRockingK.com. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Hughes Federal Credit Union has an online account that fits your needs and lifestyle. With our free checking account, there are no monthly fees and no minimum balance. 24/7 mobile and online banking, unlimited bill pay, a free Visa debit card with your choice of designs, and a vast network of fee-free ATMs. Or upgrade to a checking plus rewards account that offers discounts, deals, valuable services, and so much more. It's easy to sign up online at hughesfcu.org/checking. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain, Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
JB around it, stops right elbow. Wave it off for Aristode. Skip pass, Del Orso, 3 ball up and good. Deli's got it going now. his third Lexus of Tucson Charity 3. Del Orso in double figures. Wildcats up by 14.
Yeah, it was 3 straight threes in that second half that really did the damage. The Wildcats were up 8 points, and Delhi hit one, Dwayne Erstow hit one, and then Delhi hit another one, and all of a sudden it was a 14-point game. And pretty much over after that point for the San Diego State Aztecs. 68-45, Wildcats win it tonight up in Phoenix. Let's head back up there and hear from Tommy and the players after the game.
The game was rebounding, really seemed to turn it on in the second half. What do you think kind of got it going on the glass and all that?
Well, I think we just kind of had to find our rhythm and our flow a little bit. I mean, give San Diego State a lot of credit. They came out, with a game plan where they were really, forcing us to play outside in. They were really heavy in that first gap. They were going under a lot of our ball screens. So, we really haven't faced that much conviction with that defense. So, I think it just took a while for our guys to kind of get comfortable in the game. So, so sometimes you got to make a decision. Maybe today's not the day we shoot it, as good as we'd hope. So there's lots of ways to win, and if you can win in the effort areas, which we did today, that'll go a long way to helping it. And obviously, these three guys up here played tremendously hard. I mean, obviously, I don't even need to say anything about Tobey. And if people aren't paying attention, I don't know what to tell them. I mean, it was amazing what he did. Dwayne, played some of his most valuable minutes that he's played for us yet with his offensive rebounding. I mean, the diving, that play he dove on the floor in the second half was big time. And then, sticking that three. And then he also had a couple great drives to jump stops, to kickouts, against, some of their gap defense that then I think Delhi hit a couple threes on. And, in Koa, it's not easy to come back home and, he started off good, but then he had a couple fouls, and, I'm kind of managing the game, and I'm sure he wanted to go back in. And I just kind of decided not to those last, couple minutes because, I was hoping it was manageable, but we got down 7, and I was thinking about it, but then we made a quick 8-0 run to end the half. So just really proud of these guys and their effort and just their resiliency.
All the way in the back.
Heiko Eliov, goodbye, Sports 360 AZ. So Coach just mentioned it a little bit. Back in your old stomping grounds, I know you're a competitor, you're all about winning no matter where it's at, but what are the feelings of being back here, where you used to play all the time in this area?
No, I felt great, and they announced my name, starting lineup, got goosebumps with all the crowd, the cheering and all that, but I mean, it's great to come back to Phoenix and come out victorious like that. And just to see the U of A fans in the stands like that, them cheering us on, getting us hype, it was really cool to see.
Front row, here's the middle, Brian.
Dwayne, what were the sight lines like for the perimeter shooting? The teams combined for 6 of 39. And, I mean, did it feel like you had the right sight lines to be able to hit those perimeter shots?
What do you mean by sidelines?
I mean, did it look, was there like the background getting in the way or anything like that? Or, do you see any reason why the threes were not going down for either team?
No, I think we just had to, just stay confident and knock the shot down. I think, we're a good three-point shooting team. I don't think that's nothing to do with that. But, some days, we might not hit three-pointers. But, second half, we find our way, So, yeah.
And listen, to these guys' credit, I mean, it's tough. I mean, they're playing with a ball they've never played with before, and that can be difficult. You have a couple of days to prepare. It just has a different feel, and I mean, you're not making excuses because, I mean, I think both teams probably suffered from it, and I think they were 1 for 14 from 3, and their only one was a bank. And coming into the game, they were shooting 41% from 3 as a team. I mean, we definitely didn't. The plan wasn't to let San Diego State shoot open threes and they're going to miss in an NBA arena. It just happens sometimes. And I'm just proud of the way our guys hung with it. And, because that can be a little bit frustrating when teams are heavy in the gaps and you're missing a few shots you want to make. But we hit the ones at the right time and we're kind of able to get a knockout punch in that second half.
First right here in the second row.
Koa just mentioned it, but goosebumps kind of, being back here and playing in the Valley. And Tommy, you've talked about it before, wanting to play a game here every year. Can you just talk about the energy and the atmosphere a little bit? And does that make you want to play games here every year?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, the only thing I saw all night, and I looked up there and people were drinking beer out of their shoes. I'm like, wow, this just got real. UConn's $2 beer night has nothing on us. So, yeah, it's special when we come up here, and we want to keep building it. And I think, obviously, we really value our fans that come out and the support we get up here. And I think there's a lot more potential. So, I think we got to kind of go back to the drawing board and figuring out how we can even make this a bigger and better event for University of Arizona, because it's special.
Tommy, you've had some pretty good players at Gonzaga, obviously. I've covered this team for a long time. I can't remember a guy like Tobe here. Just what he brings to the team, and in so many different ways, in so many different levels.
I mean, to be honest with you, the only guy I could compare him with this, how he impacts the game with effort and toughness is Domas Sabonis. I mean, you know what I mean? That guy's an NBA All-Star. I think, I know Tobe's put himself on people's radars, just the force he's playing with and how much better he's gotten. It's crazy impressive. And you know what? I'm going to give credit to Big Mo, too. Big Mo, he was always kind of an offensive-minded player. And, we're trying to, we really, off-season project was kind of trying to rewire him. And he takes one shot today, because they were double-teaming. He had a couple turnovers I'm sure he's not happy about. But he has, 13 rebounds, and he impacts the game defensively, and he draws 5 fouls. I mean, he's a really good player. So those two, the combination of those two, man, I'm telling you what, it's pretty powerful to have on your side.
And Toby, if I could, you make rebounds almost your life work. What your philosophy on going after them, because you go after them like a beast?
Honestly, it's just whatever I can do to help the team win at the end of the day. If it's scoring 15. If it's getting 15 rebounds, so be it. 5 blocks, whatever. Today just happened to be rebounds. Another day it might be blocks. Another day it might be points. So, any way I can affect the team to, help put us in the win category, I'm going to do it.
Coach, you ended the first half back here, 28-27. What did you tell your team in terms of like 3-point shooting, which improved in the second half, and physicality in the second half?
Well, I told them, this is how, I thought the game might go. And now we just, there's no reason to feel bad. We obviously didn't play our best in the first half, and you're up 1. So we made a nice little run there. And I just really challenged our guys, what happens if we come out and hit first? And, and it probably doesn't get enough attention, but, we're also a pretty good defensive team. And I thought our guys did a great job just, being sticky and having constant ball pressure on these guys and in the right spots in the gaps. I mean, you hold a team that good to 26% shooting. I mean, man, that's impressive. And then that really was the story of the game. I mean, everyone's going to make it about the 3-point shooting, but it was our man-to-man defense that was really the differentiator.
Toby, just following up on Steve's question, you're number 1 in offensive and defensive rebounding percentage. Are you aware of that? Is that a goal you've had? And what's the difference between what you're doing now and even last year?
No, I didn't know that. Honestly, it's not really something I've been focused on too much. Honestly, going into a game, it might be the thing I'm thinking about least. I think the defensive game plan, is first and foremost. How I'm going to set screens to help, get our guards open, running the floor, And then at the end of the day, it's just, when the shot goes up, go chase the ball. I think that's the sort of the easiest thing on the court for me. So, the stats and stuff are cool. I know people are going to bring it up, but, as long as we're winning, that's all that really matters.
Tommy mentioned the ball. How was it decided that this was going to be the ball? And how?
Well, usually when you're playing these events, there's a sponsor involved. And listen, the ball's probably fine. I'm not here to bash the ball. It's just if you haven't been using it, that's what I mean. Could you imagine baseball where they played with a different style of baseball? Like they don't do that. They have a standardized one, and we just don't have that in college basketball. And you're seeing a lot of Nike balls, a lot of Wilson balls. You just don't see many Spaldings. So the Spalding kind of throws our guys for a little bit of a curve. But it's You know, I'm sure there's been other nights where we've shot at the ball well. Tonight just wasn't the night for either team, and maybe we'll chalk it up to good defense.
Bruce, right here again.
I just wondering about Addison getting a scholarship. Was that, and he's got some time left. Are you planning to have him for another couple of years? Or,
I mean, we haven't talked anything beyond this. I mean, I hope so. I mean, we love having Addison part of our program, and that, to be honest with you, that was the motivation speech at halftime. I told the guys, if we don't win this game, he's back off scholarship. So bring it home.
For any of the players, 10 turnovers in the first half, just 1 in the second. What was the message from Tommy kind of coming out of the locker room, and what were some of those adjustments that you guys made?
Just stay poised. You know, we know what kind of team they are in terms of, you know, their full court press, you know, what they do defensively. You know, they're very gappy. So, you know, I think it's just getting a feel for the game, seeing, you know, what the style is like, you know, how they're playing us. And then, you know, halftime we're going to make that adjustment. You know, we knew coming into the game that they were going to be aggressive. You know, they were going to play with a chip on their shoulder. And, you know, just after that first half, just needed to adjust and, you know, just play with more poise in the second.
And we also started playing with swag.
Yeah.
Facts.
Tommy, along those lines, I think with about 17, 18 minutes left, you challenged the call, got the call back on the inbounds, I think it was. You went down the bench and you kind of rallied the troops. What did you say to them, one? And do you, in your mind, say, in time, it'll be in time that we'll...
Yeah, I mean, you're always, you know, we're always working to have a cumulative effect, you know, and hoping we can, you know, stack possession, stack effort, you know, possession by possession, individual effort by individual effort, and then usually, you can, the dam breaks, so to speak. And I was just trying to keep our guys locked in on it. I felt like we had a run coming in at us, and we just needed to fight to get to it, and we did. We made a couple of shots and kind of broke the game open, and we were able to kind of ride it out from there.
Koa, you talked about playing at home. This is your first game coming back as a college player playing in the Valley. I saw one Keona jersey. 54, and Cassius was here. Was mom and dad here? Did you have to deal with family and friends kind of coordinating them for this game?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my whole family came out and supported me like they always do. I mean, they're coming out in Tucson too and supported me down there too, but, you know, it's special to see them and see all my friends, and I was just out there for like 10 minutes just talking to them. It was special.
All the way in the back. I can try being loud. So you have 5 players today in double digits. You had 5 players today in double digits, but my question is, Braden Burries, there was a stat for his first 5 games of his points per game and now his last 5 games. What have you seen in his improvement and in confidence with the ball?
Well, I mean, I think you just hit it on his head. He's improved through experience. You know, he's got a little experience, and Braden's a really smart guy, and he's a really good player. So I think, you know, just having that experience putting together has helped him out. And, you know, I think he was fine tonight. I'm sure he would have liked to shot the ball a little bit better from 3 or made another shot here and there. And then we ended up kind of making a big run with the group. So, you know, his minutes might not have been where they usually are, but, you know, because he wasn't involved in that group. But he's a really good player, and he's only going to get better over the course of the season.
Tommy, just wondering about how the schedule you have in with the game on Monday. How do you go about this with the late trip back tonight?
We're gonna get on the bus. We're gonna get back home. Gonna go to get a night's sleep. We'll all come meet in the afternoon. You know, go over Monday's game plan. You know, with kind of a light practice, and you know, we're gonna come out Monday and have the same effort and energy we've had in the other games this year. And we're coming, and it's obviously been a good start. But we want to keep pushing. I mean, we know this is a long season, and we also respect that no one knows how things look in a week or two. So you just got to keep going at it day by day.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Let's take a look at what's happening today around the rest of the country. The Wildcats Radio 1290 Game Day Scoreboard is brought to you by Goldberg and Osborne. Goldberg and Osborne, Arizona's leading injury law firm.
Big upset in the Big 12, really in the country, and that was the Texas Tech Red Raiders, number 19 team in the country, knocking off number 3 Duke by a count of 82-81. First loss of the season for the Duke Blue Devils, and it was Christian Anderson with 27 points to lead the Red Raiders tonight, who are now 9-3 on the season. 14th ranked Arkansas falls in the Never Forget Tribute Classic to Houston, the 8th ranked team of the country, 94-85. Kinston Fleming's 21 points for the Cougars as they move to 11-1 on the year. Kansas State knocked off South Dakota 106-76. It was Central Florida over Florida Gulf Coast 102-80. Utah beat Eastern Washington 101-77. And in the opening game at the Hall of Fame series tonight in Phoenix, Stanford outlasted Colorado 77-68. Abuka Okori, 32 points for the Cardinal in that game. Top 25 action. Kentucky beats St. John's 78-66. The Blue Cats are 8-4 on the year. North Carolina goes on the road, and they knock off Ohio State 71-70. The 12th ranked Tar Heels. Henry Vasar, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists in that game for the Tar Heels, the former Wildcat. Number 11, Louisville over Montana, 94-54. Michigan State, the 9th-ranked team in the country, beat Oakland of Michigan, 79-70. 23rd-ranked Virginia over Maryland, 80-72. 6th-ranked Purdue beats Auburn by 28 points. So Auburn falls to 8-4. All 4 of their losses have been to some of the best teams in the country. That is your college basketball scoreboard. College football, and we had a ton of it today. You had the college football playoff games, and we'll give you those first here, as it was. Come on now. Oregon over James Madison, 51-34. Oregon will now face Texas Tech on New Year's Day in the Orange Bowl. Last night, of course, Alabama beat Oklahoma. Alabama will play Indiana in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day. Ole Miss over Tulane, 41-10. Ole Miss in Georgia in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. And Miami goes on the road and gets a 10-3 victory over Texas A&M. The Hurricanes will face Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. That'll be on New Year's Eve. Division or FCS playoffs as well, the semifinals, and it was Montana losing to Montana State 48-43. Illinois State, my kids from Normal, Illinois, beat Villanova 30-14 on the road. So it'll be Illinois State and Montana State for the FCS championship. So congratulations to both of those two teams. I don't believe there were any, quote, bowl games today. Let's see real quick here.
Just the Illinois State game, right?
No, that's not. That was just playoffs, but not bowl.
Yeah, semifinal. Semifinals, right?
Yeah, no bowl games in terms of traditional bowl games. The next bowl game will be the Potato Bowl, Washington State and Utah State. That'll be coming up on Monday. And let's see here real quick. Check one more thing here in terms of scores. No. Okay, I was looking to see if Pima played today. I don't think either of their basketball teams were in action.
Bears over the Packers in overtime.
Yes, Bears. Oh, my gosh. Bears beat the Packers in overtime on a brilliant throw by Caleb Williams. Maybe he can play in this league after all. I was
good catch.
Skeptical of that. Yeah, it was a great catch. And the Eagles in the earlier game knocked off the Commanders 29-18. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt did score a touchdown in that game. It's his first touchdown since October the 5th. He went 8 games without a score. 8 carries, 25 yards, 1 touchdown for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. But the Eagles are NFC East champs for a second consecutive year. That is your scoreboard.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 Game Day Scoreboard is brought to you by Goldberg and Osborne. Goldberg and Osborne, Arizona's leading injury law firm. KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Tune to DK on the Sports Tip weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
So we've got a doubleheader Monday at McHale Center. It'll be Arizona women's basketball opening up Big 12 play. That'll be a noon tip against Utah. Come out for that in the afternoon. And then the men at 7 against Bethune-Cookman. We'll have our coverage beginning at 3:30 with Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. Tip-off at 7. Derek Palmer has the call of the women's game with coverage at 11:45 on Freedom 1400. Don't forget, NFL football tomorrow here on Wildcats Radio 1290. We will have the early window, we'll have the Carolina Panthers in a battle for first place against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Countdown to kickoff at 10 a.m. for Bucs and Panthers. Sunday night football later on in the evening. It'll be the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens with coverage on Westwood One here at 5:30. Thanks to everybody that was a part of these broadcasts. Dusty Dale, K-Hit 107.5, produced it. Dragon Ball David Amata, Wildcats Radio 1290, produced it. For J.W. Madden and Kelvin Efon, my name is David Kelly, giving you that final score one more time from the Mortgage Marketplex in Phoenix. Number 1, Arizona 68, San Diego State 45. We will talk to you again on Monday. Until that time, bear down, Arizona.
W-I-L-D Cats. W-I-L-D Wildcats. W-I-L-D Cats. We're wild about the Cats. W-I-L-D.
Thank you for listening to this special presentation from Wildcats Radio 1290. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming on the Infinity Sports Network.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Oz. It's, you know, I don't mean to say this in a cocky way. I don't remember every single caller that I've taken, but I remember you after 2 or 3 calls, which just speaks to how well you are in your sports knowledge, how just amazingly well-rounded you are in talking about not just college football, but sports in general, and how much you love your Sooners. And it's been a pleasure to go back and forth with you for this past year. And I'm not going